Hello, welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna simply collect some more forageables. This time we go to the ice biome in the new ice area. For this we're gonna just drive over here to Alice Auto, and on the next part we're gonna drive up the mountain. And yes, I'm not sick anymore, I have my voice back. Hello! So, it's, to be honest, a simple route. It doesn't take that much practice. The only thing what you have to notice is the way back. You can drive up here on the mountain on the left here, or we can simply use it, or we can simply drive up here. I mostly use this way just because it's a little bit, in my opinion, quicker. Yes, both ways have their benefits and downsides. I'm just used more to this way. It's because it's the way I'm driving down to. So we're gonna really just drive up this mountain here. We do not collect anything of those yet. We do not collect raspberries. We're gonna collect pomegranate, and we're gonna collect the enoki mushrooms. Yeah, there was a new update that stuff only spawns when you're in the region now, instead of before. I took the wrong turn. Instead of before they spawned all the time above the map, now they changed it so they only spawn when you're in this region. So with this, the foraging got a little bit harder than before because the biomes did not load yet, but it can be very profitable if someone already loaded the biome and you arrived there, or on the other point, if you already prepared it. Can I get up here? No. Let's use the ice to drive a little bit over here, and we can go up here. No. Oh, here. I took the wrong one. There we can up. Like this. Then we go around here and up there to the cable car. This route mostly needs either the flamethrower or you need the red keycard if you don't want to pay for the back and forth. So it depends on how you use it. Like, I mean, we can use, like, we're gonna drive up here. We have, like, I have right now the red keycard with me. Like, if I'm gonna drop it for a second here. If it would go there, the cable car is currently moving. That means it's just arriving, as you can see here. And normally it costs 2,500 in one way, or you can use the red keycard. If you have a slot back here, you can keep the keycard here, and you automatically have a ticket. The next part we're gonna do is we're just gonna drive into here as quick as we can before the cable car is leaving again, like this. And then we're just gonna wait for the cable car to move. This just takes us a short minute, to be honest, but it's not a big deal. We can do it pretty quickly. Totally, we can use the free cam to just watch it, to be honest. Like, it's pretty cool. With the free cam you can literally just watch yourself around here now. And it's pretty funny. Any minute the doors should close now. 3, 2, 1, closing? Nope. Come on, close those doors. Now they are. So, and now we're gonna transfer over. The cable car is something pretty cool. The thing is, if it fails you to transport, it normally gives you back the money. But always try to check if you have a ticket or you have the red keycard. The red keycard is always a guaranteed, mostly takeover. Just try to avoid blocking the dwarfs or use anything to block the hitting there. Up here's the observatory. So let's go. Open those doors. Now they're open. So then we're gonna just leave down here. We're gonna drive down here, and mostly of the starting now, as you can see, it's almost empty here right now, but in any second the stuff will slowly spawn in front of us, near us, close to us. As you can see, it's empty here right now. That just means nothing has spawned yet, so we're just gonna wait a short second and everything should start spawning in front of us slowly. As you can see, slowly the first trees spawn. Up here the new trees spawn too, and then there should be slowly bushes spawning with the new resources too. So the best is just to drive a little bit around here to collect some certain... But in the meantime, there you can see. Those are the bushes, what we would like to collect. Those are the pomegranate, as you can see here. They can spawn up to 5 of each, like up to 5 on one bush. But they can only spawn, the minimum amount is 1. If you collect them like this on slopes, there is a chance that they fall down. It's something what can happen like this. Then they will roll down the hill. And then you just have to collect them at the bottom. It's not a big deal. You can either block them in here yet, like this, and then they stop rolling down. Or you just let it roll down and collect it at the down of the slope. Both of them work. In the meantime, we're gonna drive down the hill now, just so we can open already the entrance to the new ice cave. In the meantime, the ores and pomegranate bushes will spawn. Like we have here some more too. If they fall, as I said, they will just roll down to the slope and you can pick them up. It's pretty funny to see them roll down the slope too, by the way. Happy birthday, King Goku. In my opinion, the grabbiest grabber works pretty good with it, or the plushie grabber. The plushie grabber has this square angle, where the grabbiest grabber has a round one. Then there's the moon staff still, what has a small one, but has less elevation with it. So, as you can see here now, this would be the entrance to the ice cave. Right now, it's closed. You normally need a flamethrower for this. But on public servers, you can have the chance that someone opened this already. The flamethrower, you can just melt this, or you can use apparently a bomb too on it. Then we're gonna drive down the cave. We're gonna drive to the left here. This is the area where you can collect the sapphires too, by the way. We're gonna drive down this ice lake here, and just be careful because this is slippy here. So if you drive down here, take a slow one because you slip down the mountain. If you would open this door here, you would open, or entrance the... we can open it, to be honest. Okay, the flamethrower has a cooldown, by the way, so you cannot instantly make everything open. And there you can see. Those Enoki mushrooms are one of those, is in jarred, or better say the jam version. They are worth 1,320, I think. If I remember correctly. Let me check. Yeah, 1,320 is one Enoki mushroom. So to be honest, collecting them is not bad. So it's still some profit. So while you're already here, you can collect them. The golden ones are even more worth. They are 2,000 worth. So if you really want, you can only collect the small Enokis, the golden ones, and you get a little bit more profit. But while you have them here, it's not a big deal. You can take them with you. I'm gonna slide through here. Those are the golden ones, as you can see. They have a little darker color. And as you can see, golden Enoki mushrooms. They are worth 2,200 something in a jar. I will check that later again. So, this is the same area where you can get the sapphire ore too. So let's collect more normal Enokis, because why not? I don't think there are any more. Oh, there are some more Enokis. Are the gold ones? No, it's the normal ones. You can pretty quickly collect those things, to be honest. I mostly like to check over here too, because sometimes, as you can see, we have the gold ones over here too. So just a simple, let's collect them, take them with us, and done. But I don't think that there's anything... oh, there are some more normal ones here. And now we have a full grabber. Keep in mind, the grabbers don't have that much carrying capacity, or better said, they have a limited time span how long you can carry stuff around. So if you do it like this, always try to collect as many as you can. It's not that easy, to be honest. Let me collect them all in one piece. So yeah, let's leave that one. You can use the ice to carry over here, and as you can see, those mushrooms pretty quickly respawn too. So carrying those or getting those is not that hard. And as far as I saw, that there should be somewhere over here too. Those ice clusters, like this one you cannot melt, but there's some over here. You can melt this one and you have a little bit more spawning area and all of that, but right now we do not need it. So we're gonna drive over here. There are more golden Inokis as I can see here. Those ones are always worth it to take. So... and as you can see, we quickly fill our truck up. Let's open the ice shop for you guys so you can see it. Melt, 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 melt. You can drive with the truck back here a little bit, but it's not recommended, to be honest, to do. Because back here it's just a small little entrance, and back down here is the ice shop. Here you can get the celestial chisel. You can get the blue sledge, blue sled. Then you can get the ice crest pickaxe and the ice crest axe. And you get the frozen lantern. The ice crest pickaxe and the axe are gonna be used to make the transformation to them for the Aurora tools. This can only be done in the Aurora time, but without it, it's not a big deal. Got 9 new messages. Anything? Hey, Bernie, what are you doing? Recording right now. So let's go. It's a little bit slippy up here, so take your time up here. As you can see, I slip pretty quickly if I'm turning it or try to turn down here. So keep that in mind. Let's go up. At the moment, those ice walls do not close anymore, so they keep or stay open. This might change in future, who knows. So let's see. Since we're up here now, we can check up here if there are new pomegranate trees. As you can see, there are some more over here. It's always pretty good to collect them, because it's still money. Eat. Eat. It always depends on how many you collect on your computer or on your device, because on some devices like a phone or an old phone, you have a chance to get pretty low FPS due to the whole amounts of different items you have in your truck. Keep that in mind if you carry them around. But it's not a big deal. We're gonna check up here now, because there should be some more bushes spawning in the meantime. Yes, as you can see there are way more now on the slope. We're gonna collect more of them. There are 3 more here. None have dropped. Perfect. And we surely can collect all of those resources. I like to park my truck on the sideway so I don't risk anything to fall out of it. Because on the slope, if you park on the upside down, the stuff will fall out. Like if you park like this, the stuff will fall down on the back. So always try to keep it on the side or keep it like that on the slope. So as you saw there, some of the pomegranate just fell down the hill. As you can see, they just rolled slowly down and you just collect them in the meantime. That's not a big deal. Just gonna drive up here, collect the last of those. No! Ah, goddammit. Hero! They are fleeing away from me. There's one more here. Let's park like this so we can take that one more. Can collect that with the hand. With the grabber you have to do multiple clicks. That one is high up. Yikes. But as you can see, did some spawn up here? Yeah, they did. They're spawning all around here. And they pretty quickly respawn too, in my opinion, so it's worth it to drive here. Because it's like a good side quest if you are not in the mood to collect wood or ores or stone. Plus, if you have the chance to get an Aurora in the time you are here, you might have the chance to find the Boreal Hearts. Right now I'm just on a public server, so it's not a big deal. If they text in the chat or something, I'm used to that. We're gonna collect now the ones who roll down the hill. It's not that many this time. Normally you... What did I do there? I launched it away. But as you can see, it's just 15 minutes what we have right now already. With the explanation and showing the shop. So you can do pretty quickly collecting those resources here. So let's go. Let's drive up the hill. There's one more there. As I told you, stay on the side so you don't lose your resources. And let's go. There's one more here. Gonna park like this so we do not lose our load. Let's take that one pomegranate, throw it in here. You can have sometimes runs where you have like a huge ton of pomegranates. You can have runs where you don't have that many. Since they randomly spawn, it's dependingly on how lucky you get. But most of the time you get a pretty good amount in the short time you can drive over here. There's one more here. Then we're gonna drive back here. You can collect the flowers too if you really want to, but they are mostly dyes and are not worth a lot of money. Especially the pine cones here. You can put them in a jar too. They give you brown dye, but they do not really sell for a lot of money. They sell for like 300 a jar, so save yourself the time of cutting them and collecting because it's not worth it. Do we have any more here? Only... oh yeah, there are some more. Let's drive back here, collect them with us, because why not? Nice. So. Yeet. We can normally take some of those too. I mean, they're not that worth it. They're not that much, but if you already have them close to you, why not taking them with you? So, with this we have a small amount of resources. We're gonna drive up here again. We're gonna collect the last ones back here. As you can see, there are like 4 of them on here. Even 5 in total. So, you can find a lot of resources on them. As you can see, now I check if I've dropped any into it. You can just walk through them sometimes too to see if you missed some. But as you can see, we got 5 pomegranates from those big bush here, and that's pretty cool. So, truck is full. I got a red keycard so we can drive instantly on here. And we wait until the gondola drives again. Try never to extract from your truck before it starts to drive because the resources might get lost while doing so. So always try to sit in it. So... So, and back we go. The gondola is so awesome. You could drive through the ice field down here, but I never really did it. I used always the cable car because it's so much more smoother and you don't have to risk anything. Come on, put them down. Finally, thank you. Let's drive down from here again. Don't make the mistake and drive down here. You have to go over here. I made it so often that mistake that I fell down there and lost my load. It's not funny. You could take those raspberries with you, but it's not worth it, to be honest, to stop there. Then we're gonna head over here, head down to there. We got a candy cane meteor right now. When does the next meteor come? That's a command what I set myself. You need a telescope for that. Next meteor in 89 minutes. So then we're gonna drive down here. Down the slope here. And we're gonna drive down here. Then down here. And we are back at the bottom. Now we just drive through this small hallway here, down through the slope. And we are by Alan Auto again. Meteor probably landed somewhere else here, but hey. Oh. I'm gonna yoink the snowman. That's all what I'm gonna take. You cannot sell it, but I'm just putting it in a drawer. La 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 la. Give me the moon staff, then it's not that heavy. Meteor by Alan's Auto. So, it's always pretty nice if you help other people on here, so that's what I love to do. If I see the meteor already landing somewhere or saw it landed, I just text it in the chat so people see it. Especially when I'm on a public server right now with lots small players. Let's turn off the chat again. And we're gonna unload. If you do not have a fancy unloading system like I have here, you really do not need it. It's not something mandatory. Let me drop off the snowman. So, let's go. Normally I should be able to pass through here now. Yes, I am. Let's drive through here. Stay on here. This is just something I built myself because I enjoyed it. So, let's despawn the truck. That's it. Perfect. Now they all fall down here. I got a huge setup down here with where I can literally just process all of this at once. It's not a big setup, it's just a little small one. But as you can see, there's a lot of space back here, and you can see them processing already. And they all getting placed in jars. I'm gonna keep the recording. Do I keep the recording on? Yes, I keep the recording on. But I'm gonna place myself back here. Like that. That's just a small setup what I built myself to place all the glasses up. It sounds pretty funny, to be honest. As you can see, we are still processing them. They're still being processed. Sometimes they fall down, but that's not a big deal. But I do not think I have enough jars right now. It looks like I do not have enough jars. But that's not a big deal. Let's turn off the free cam. Let me get an interactor and a button for a second. That's a laser receiver, that's an end gate. I'm gonna make a right cut here, and I will be right back after we are done with the processing. So, now we are done with the processing. Let me just transfer all of them up. If you wonder how this works, it's just alignment conveyors. Yeet. Let's use the fast way up. Yeet, yeet. So. Sometimes they glitch each other out here, but that's not often happening. You just have to click them sometimes here for that to work. It's not a big deal. Instead of carrying all of them up, I only have to do this, so that's not a big deal for me. So 2, 3 more. 1 more. The last one. And we are done. Yeah, come on. Take it up. So. That drawer can only collect the gem, the dark one here, so don't mind me. Let's see how much money we gain from all of this. How many gems did we get? We got a total of 116. 115 we're gonna unload. So let's click down here. You could use an interactor with it too. I just like to do it manually just so I can keep one of the jars in there all the time so the filter works again. The reason why I can unload them so quickly is because I'm on the computer and using the keyboard for that. 3, 2, 1. With this we have all of them. Then we have one more Inoki mushroom up here. And we are done. Did any one of them fall down? Yes, they did. That's just a simple system I made. There's nothing fancy behind this. It's just so I do not have to load every jar on my own. And there's one more Inoki mushroom what fell down. As you can see, all of those jars kill my FPS pretty good. That's normal. The second I'm sitting in my truck, it's fixed. That's a pinecone, and there's one more Inoki mushroom what fell down. So, let's see how we go. That's literally just from the whole haul we did right now. So let's see how many. Make a screenshot. Let's see how much money we gain from this tour right now. So. I'm guessing so about 140,000 or 200k. Okay. Almost 300,000 what we get from this run right now. So, and if you do that like 2 or 3 times in a row and then unload, you have pretty good value behind this. So let's sell this. You keep the jars, as you can see here. Now we got a huge pile of jars in my truck. We're gonna drive now back to unload them. And with that, that's it. Yeet. So we're gonna jump out of here and we're gonna despawn the truck. So that's truck 1. And with that, the jar's gonna fall down and get sorted again into the system. As you can see, they just fall all down here and get sorted back into the system here. That's it. And with this, the system is already prepared again, and you can literally just use it again. I have a little system back here. If they're blocking up too far back, they go into the drawer. It's just something I use to prevent overflowing too bigly. But with that, it's literally just a small fruit route, and we are done. Thank you all, and have a great day. Bye bye.